What's up, y'all? I did I did the AMS, you know. But what's up, y'all? It's Mama's Day. Happy Mother's Day to all the mamas once again. We did the one last night. We was trying to hang on, but everybody passed out. You know what I'm saying? Mama Kills on in here with me, and my sister and them is here. They ain't here, but they in town. You know what I'm saying? And we here. You know what I'm saying, man? Happy Mother's Day to all of the mothers out there. Y'all deserve it. We in here. You know what I'm saying? I just want to take this time to shout out my mama. My grandmother, my godmother, my sister. A lot of y'all know some of my story, but I have to thank this village of women that have raised me, that took care of me, that didn't give up on me, that held me accountable. Even when we didn't always see eye to eye, I love each and every one of them. They was there to catch me when I fell. They was with me in the ups and the downs. And we gotta talk about, appreciating our mamas while they're here. I know Snoop Dogg, he just, lost his mom last year. There's a lot of people that wish they had their moms, and I tell my mom every day that I'm blessed that you still here. You know what I'm saying? I benefited from it. I was able, after a myriad of losses, to regroup and to get my life back on track. And I owe it all to them. You know what I'm saying? And see, a lot of us, we try, or we're trying to get and impress women for a whole bunch of different reasons. A lot of us, we trying to get laid. We trying to impress our homies and our friends. We trying to get married and start families. But how about let's start treating mama and doing for mama, you know what I'm saying, just as much as we try to impress. Because see, what happens is, and we are all guilty of this, we want so bad to prove that we're men, and our egos and things get bruised, and we want to prove so much to the world that we're men, because other men, you know what I'm saying, we're worrying about what other men have to say about our about us, and we want to move up in the world, and we get caught up in that. But see, mama was the first person to tell us and teach us about God, right? And see, a lot of us wasn't trying to hear that, you know what I'm saying, until we go through life and we live, and then we have to make that decision for ourselves on whether or not we gonna believe, and what we gonna believe in, and who we gonna believe in, and all of that. But mama, a lot of times, that's all she had was God. That's all she had was, because after she worked all the hours and stayed up and you know what I'm saying, and everything else like that, that's all she had was a prayer. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of us are still dealing with the fact, oh, mama didn't let us do this, and mama didn't let us do that, and we just, and our pride and our egos get the best of us. But I told my grandmother the other day, you know, she'll be 93 next month, Lord willing. We all make it to see that. I said, Granny Killzone, I cannot be cheap with y'all and be tricking on these I don't even want to say it, but on these young ladies and having no limit. And see, what happens is I said I was gonna make this live separate, but I think it's Mother's Day. We gotta start putting more respect on mama. No matter how much they get on our nerves, how much they may not never, especially if you black, they may not never treat you fully as an adult. But mama has never, especially if you black, will never switch up on you. Right or wrong, wrong or right, for better or for worse. Mama is not finna switch up on you. So I need for everybody, I don't care if you cool with your mama. I don't care if you cool or ain't cool with your mama. Today, let's put some respect on mama's name. Let's stop playing with mama. Let's thank God for mama. Let's start putting some respect on mama. Let's just start doing it. Because when mama is gone, see, mama, this is the thing about mamas. Mama is the only woman in your life that is going to love you unconditionally. Every other woman in your life is going to love you, is conditions to their love. On how you look, how much money you have, how you make them feel. Do you know how to communicate with them? Do you, you know what I'm saying? Everybody else, every other woman, there are terms and conditions that apply with their love. Only a few of us get the pleasure of loving and knowing a woman outside of our mothers that loves us unconditionally and stays with us until we die. Very few of us, nowadays at least, and that they are happy, whole, and content, that are there from the beginning to the end. Very few of us have that luxury. Very few of us will know of that. But a lot of us had mama. Now, some of us had mama say it again. Some of us had mama, and mama maybe wasn't as smart, maybe didn't make a lot of money, but she always put you first. Always thought about you first. And I need for the brothers out here, I need for all of the brothers out here to start being thankful and stop playing with mama and playing with mama's name. Even myself. It's a lot of times, y'all, that I'm gonna be real with y'all. I be feeling some type of way. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes even talk outside of my neck. I had to apologize every time because I had to remember mama was always there. And see, nowadays, mama, because our dads wasn't there, mama has to step up and be a man. She ain't got time. Like, we always talk about a high value man, or, we always talk about that, right? But see, too many times women who have children, you know what I'm saying? Too many times women who have children have to be more masculine and have to shoulder burdens. They have to be supportive. They have to do all these things that women were not designed to do. Women were designed, and it says and I'm going off of the Bible, were to be nurturers and caregivers. And I'm not trying to be, misogynistic or nothing like that, but just naturally, this is what women do. Even if we took the word of God out of it, away from it, this is naturally what women do. They're empathetic. They care. This is why when I see a older lady or whatever in the grocery store, at the movies, at church, and if I don't know her already, I always say, "Excuse me, young lady. Excuse me, miss. Excuse me." You know what I'm saying? Because you never know. It flatters them too. But you never know what that woman has had to deal with. And today we treat women like trash. So this is why I tell fellas that I don't feel sorry for brothers. Like, even though I've been in that situation, I can't really feel sorry for the brother Tory. Because as men, we have to realize who we dealing with, and who we choose to be with. So while I'm rooting for him, and I hope that he didn't do what he was accused of, as a man, you just have to charge certain things to the game. Because I told y'all this story. I went through that where a girl accused me of something, and I had to prove my innocence. I was guilty until I was innocent. And even afterwards, nobody cared that I was innocent. Nobody cared that I didn't do the wrong thing or didn't vibe. Didn't nobody care nothing about that. Didn't nobody care about that. You feel me? Didn't nobody care about that. So we gotta start putting some more respect on mama's name. You know what I'm saying? We gotta start putting some more respect on mama's name, for mama's sacrifice. We got to put more respect on mama. And like I said, that includes me. We take our mamas for granted. Then when they gone, we want to start being all sentimental and we want to start acting like we cared. But a lot of us, we still mad at our dad for not being around. We still mad at that girl who did us wrong. We still mad. We still mad. And guess what? When you get through being mad, when you get through hating on women, when you get through doing all these different things, understand that that's not going to help you get and obtain what you're looking for. And you got a mama. So regardless of you not getting the respect or whatever that you feel like you deserve from a woman, put some respect on mama's name. Because I'm going to tell you something that you probably ain't trying to even hear. I'm just go ahead and tell you. Let me tell you something. Got him. Because I'm going to tell you something. I'm just be real with you. Nobody, mama didn't raise, it's an old saying, mama didn't raise no punk. Let me just be real with y'all. A lot of us nowadays, we act like punks. And when I say punks, I'm not talking about defend nobody. I'm talking about the actual being a punk, a coward. You know what I'm saying? A lot of us need to learn how to actually be men, and we gonna have to do it without looking for direction or lead, because this is just the hand we was dealt. I'm just gonna be real with y'all. You didn't have a dad or uncle or grandfather or somebody growing up to point you or lead you in the right direction. Oh well. Some of y'all is 18, 19, 20, 21, 25, 30, 31, 41. We need to learn how to be our own man. We didn't have it modeled for us. But guess what? Long as God give you breath in your body, and if it's in accordance with his will, you know what I'm saying? You can be your own man. You can learn to be your own man. And you can write the definition for yourself. You don't have to follow the world's definition. You can follow God's definition. And you don't have to follow the world. It's up to you. It's up to you. You have free will. Write your own definition. Stop. If you didn't get a chance to make good with your dad, but you had mama, thank mama for staying there with you. Because see, this is the thing about people who had kids, right? Although they are supposed to raise, your parents are supposed to, they should raise you, they made you, they should raise you, they should love you and do this, that, and the third. A lot of times people don't. I'ma just keep it real. A lot of times people, it costs a lot of money, even now more than ever before, to raise a child. It costs an insane amount of money nowadays to raise a kid. That's why I be feeling bad for the, like, I thought I was gonna be Russell Wilson, y'all, because I have a soft spot in affinity for, and even Breezy told me this. I hope he'll be mad that I said this. But even he said, man, you got a thing for, you know, people with kids. I ain't gonna say what he said, but I was just, and I said, you know what, bro? You right, because that was me. You know. Oh man, boy, that got me. But that was me. You feel me? Cause I used to be like, oh man, I never date a single mom, or I never, you know what I'm saying? I used to be just like that. And I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna tell you a secret. I'm gonna tell you a secret. Well, it ain't really a secret, but I'm gonna tell you anyway. My own mama told me, don't deal with women with kids. Because she said that, son, you are never going to be priority one in that woman's life. I never put nobody before you. So don't make a woman have to choose. And so, but for me though, I just, you know, I be feeling for them, because I be looking at some of these women that be having them. It's like, how could you? They be hard working. They had to put up with the stigma of being your child's mother. That's such a ugly, even today. You know what I'm saying? It ain't as hard or it's not as, because it's so many. It used to be things that was frowned upon, so you didn't want that to be on your rep as a woman. You didn't want that to be on your rep. But like I said, we got to start putting respect on mama, and we got to start loving, you know what I'm saying, our mothers. You know what I'm saying? We got to start loving our mothers and cherishing our mothers and our grandmothers, our godmothers, our auntie, all the women, because a lot of us would not be where we are at now without them. I don't care how much you feel, like I said earlier, they was blocking. They was what, because a lot of us would not make it. I know too many people, once their mama died, that was it. That's why people ask me, man, why you hustle so hard? Because it was either they didn't have it or their pride was like, you know what? I hate because I know some guys that hate their mama with a passion. Hate their daddy with a passion. Some of them had a mama and a daddy, but they hate them so much. And when you ask them why they hate it, oh, well, you know, they made me to where I couldn't get, you know, I didn't have no game, or I didn't have this. So, and I remember I said that. I'm like, is it really that bad that they wanted us to stay focused and stay, you know, stay on point? You know what I'm saying? Like, we be saying stuff, and then until, like, some of y'all gonna have to go through something. A lot of y'all don't go through nothing because you too scary, and you know, you bad mouth your mama. And then you ain't really even been through nothing to where, you know, you just, you know what? And I hate to use the brother as an example, but Will, right? I used to think, right, that everybody who had a dad in their household automatically, emphatically had the game. You just automatically had game. You just automatically had confidence. You just had the game and on. But then I realized, no, your dad could be gamed up, confident, everything that got your mama. But a lot of times we choose to be cowards. So let's stop putting the onus of our life choices on mama, on daddy. Whether you was young or old, whatever, you decided how you were going to be represented. You made choices. You made choices, and you have to live by them. I don't care if you was young or old or whatever happened to you, and you have to decide on what happens next. You might have been done wrong. You might have been hurt. You might have been used. You might have been, because I guarantee you, I still, like I say, I still love my mama. I still love women, and I still love, emphatically, still love black women. Even though even though I was hurt by one. And I knew I could have changed the narrative and everything else, but like I told y'all before, I ain't gonna tell that story again. We all have choices that we could and should make, but we don't. So I ask y'all these questions. Are you gonna continue to blame women for your shortcomings? Are you gonna continue to blame mama? Or are you gonna start putting respect on mama and respect on the women that you talk to? Because they might be somebody's mama and they got a mama too. You got a sister, you got an auntie, you got a niece. So for the rest of 2022 and beyond, call your mama. Stop being so mad at your mama or afraid that your mama gonna ask you for something or whatever. Stop being cheap with mama and you go all out and will spend your last dollar on a woman you don't even know like that just because she's jumping in the bed with you. That if the chips is down, she ain't gonna be nowhere around. Some of y'all gonna have to go out there and just find out, because I be realizing y'all ain't hearing me like that. Y'all want me to get on here and cuss y'all out and play with everybody and get caught up, get laughed at. Somebody make a video about me getting caught up and jammed up and laughed at, and then come back and do all. I ain't gonna do all that on my YouTube channel and on my social media. I'm gonna tell y'all what's up. We gonna put some respect on mama names all the rest of this year and beyond. We gonna start going above and beyond. Now, I'm not saying that you gotta break yourself for mama or grandmama or whatever, but what I am saying is, I had a young lady that I was very fond of, but she was always already spoken for when I met her. I had met her too late. And she was doing all the right things as a mother. She was living life. She would go out and stuff like that. But she put everything into taking care of her child. She wasn't out here sleeping around and everything else like that. The guy, she changed her life. She stayed working. She made sure she took care of everything. And God blessed her with a good man that she ended up building a good life and is married, and they was down and everything else like that. But she said to me, she said, Killzone, I can't be with a man, even though I'm spoken for, but just say I was single, right? Now, if I called and asked your mama, right, how you treated her, what would she say? I would say, I think I would treat me with respect and this, that, and the third. Killzone, I hear you, but every time I see you or I hear you or I see you on social media or I see you out in the street, you don't even know I see you out in the street. You be with a different chick. Now, I ain't saying you be running through them and you a nice guy, but very rarely your mama live in St. Louis, right? Or live in your city, right? Well, y'all know I'm from St. Louis. She said, Killzone, I judge a man on what he does for his mama. Because if he ain't taking care of his mama, I'm not saying, she said, I'm not saying that he gotta finance her whole lifestyle, whatever, because, everybody, we all grown, but I judge a man on what he does for his mama. Because if he ain't, what if he not taking care of his mama, then how can he take care of me? Then, when I was trying to be Russell Wilson, she told me some things that I should have did or whatever. Didn't listen. Didn't really listen to nobody on it until it was too late. So, you know what I'm saying? So, I'm here to tell y'all that we got to start putting respect on mama name. I'm gonna keep saying it till you internalize it. On grandmama, on auntie, on your godmother, on your the lady that lives next door that's your neighbor. We gotta start doing these things because you only get one mama. You only get, one grandmama, or maybe two. You get one mama, two grandmamas, two aunties, maybe more. Most of us get one or two. But you only get one mama. You feel me? One mama. Some of us might get a stepmama. You know what I'm saying? But you only got one mama that you came from. And they had a lot of times, especially if you black, women put their lives on the line for bringing us into this world. Do y'all know that? You know what I'm saying? Do y'all know that? I'ma just keep it a bean. A lot of us, we done put too much emphasis on what we wanted that we forget about everything and everybody else. Man, we forget about everything and everybody else because we so worried about what the next person finna say or what the next person finna do. Now, I know you worried about you and your legacy and you want everybody to respect you or you want everybody to treat you like a man and this, that, and the third. But until you stop being selfish, especially with mama, especially with grandmama, especially with them, God is not going to bless your life harboring a grudge towards your mama. I'll repeat it again. Mom, God is not going to bless your life of you harboring a grudge against your mama, against your sister, against your grandmama, against, you gotta, sometimes as a man, it ain't gonna be fair. Especially with mama. It ain't gonna be fair all the time. It's just not gonna be fair. You just have to realize as a man, life ain't gonna be fair. Life already ain't fair. Oh, shoot. And once you accept that, and once you internalize that, your life will be so much simpler in the long run. Because then you'll come to realize that, hey, life is what you make it. Things are gonna happen in life that ain't gonna be fair. You're gonna be upset a lot of the times because the stuff that you plan on doing ain't coming to pass, and you're gonna have to deal with it. You're gonna have to deal with it. Right? And you're gonna have to deal with a lot of it alone. But some of y'all got mamas, grandmamas, sisters, and all that. So stop. And we gotta get as men, we have to get out of thinking that the world owes us an apology, that the world needs to support what we got going on. Some of us need to wake up and realize and smell the roses and realize that life isn't gonna always be fair. It ain't gonna always be right. You're gonna fail, whatever. But you gotta keep on pushing. You gotta keep on pushing. And realize that nothing in this life is promised to you. You're gonna have to go get it. You're gonna have to work hard for it. You're going to have to sacrifice for it. You're going to have to change how you moving forward. I can't even talk. You're going to have to do a lot. It ain't no guarantees. Ain't no guarantees. But while you here and you got mama, your sister, whoever, they may not support what you got going on. Some of them might even turn their back on you or be fed up with you because you won't live the way that they want you to live. You got to be okay with that, but still put some respect on mama. See, I had to learn, and once you start, if you haven't been, because sometimes the family, even though it seems one-sided and unfair and everything else like that, sometimes your family ain't rocking with you because you ain't putting no respect on mama, and you keep saying, "Oh well, I didn't put respect on mama, or I didn't do this for mama, or whatever, because what about me? What is But see, here's the thing: some of us, we grew up where, you know, dad went out there and got it, or even if mom and dad went out there and got it. Here's the thing: it's just in black families, especially if you're black, excuse me, mom sacrifices a lot, and we made it to where it's almost like we owe mama for her sacrifice, which I don't necessarily agree with it, but I understand, or I agree to a certain extent that you should want to do something nice for your mother for doing it by herself. You should want to be good to the woman who was good to you, especially where women have to go up against. So I'm with you, but I'm at the same time, you're not going to be able to change that. You didn't have this baby and walk off. Your daddy did. Or your daddy treated your mama like crap. You know what I'm saying? Ain't your fault. Ain't your fault. But you should want to do something nice for your mama, who sacrificed so much for you in a male, dominated world. You should want to. You should want to. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we done with the battle pass. But you should want to, and you should want to put some respect on mama's name. But that's just me though. That's just me though. I'm not telling nobody what to do, how to do, whatever. I'm just saying we should put some respect on mama's name. We should put. I don't understand why we can't do it. If anybody could tell me, but I don't understand why we can't do it. So, but like I said, man, if you got your mom here, man, go call her, go visit her if she in the same city. Hell, make plans to go spend time with your mom. Like I'm making plans now to spend more time now that the world then opened up a little bit more, so it's safer to go outside. And I'm just like Mom was telling me the other day, you gotta have faith. And when we go out here and we can't be scared, so scared of what's going on the outside world that we can't, or that we don't go out and enjoy life out here in the world. Don't let what's going on outside to affect what you do for you and your family. And I don't come on here, I don't want to make it seem like I'm belittling folks or whatever the case may be, or whatever the case. I just had to come and keep it real, because this is how I was feeling, and I addressed myself like that. You know, a lot of people on YouTube, they want to come on and they want to, you know, especially with, let me say this too about the whole, like, this whole Kevin Samuels thing, right? And my heart goes out to his mother that, you know, she had to find out what happened to him over social media and stuff like that. Let me say this about the whole Kevin Samuels thing. Love him or hate him, that man is still more successful than a lot of YouTubers on here combined. I'ma just keep it real. I'ma just keep it funky with y'all. That man is lapping folks. Has lapped folks. $4.5 million in all his future earnings. His mama, he just paid his mama house off. His mother is straight. His daughter is straight. His family is straight. So this is why I don't be tripping or speculating on people, because a lot of other people on YouTube or whatever the case may be, get your weight up. Stop hating on somebody that you know you can't be, that you wish you could be. Some people that I'm following, regardless if you think that Kevin, O'Shea, regardless, and I'm gonna be real with y'all, I've unfollowed a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? And I gotta salute O'Shea for having me on, but you know, what I followed him for, and Kevin and all them, is not necessarily what the content that they want to make. But I'm not gonna ever get up on here and publicly go out my way like some of y'all who's been on their channels or who he's name dropped or whatever the case may be. I'm not getting on there dissing somebody. And I've had, you know what I'm saying, I'm just not getting on here dissing people, regardless of, because it makes you look lame. And it makes you, if you a real man, it makes you feel lame. You know what I'm saying? It makes you feel lame. It should make you feel lame. That's how I say it. If you don't feel lame dissing a dead man or putting out there whatever on a dead man, that's your prerogative. I wasn't built like that. I wasn't raised like that. So if that's what y'all want to do, be my guest. But we as black men should be ashamed of ourselves that we would diss a dead man and put out all these conspiracy theories and speak about this, that, and none of us were there. We know the young lady was there. We don't know what transpired, what they had going on. Let that man rest in peace. Be respectful to his mom. Stop making 15 different videos. You know what I'm saying? Just quit doing it. Because when you die, you don't want nobody putting 15 videos out back to back to back for your mama to see, for your kids and your wife and everybody else to see if you have it. Because some of y'all, I don't know if you gonna ever have that. You know what I'm saying? Some of y'all don't even, like I say, I realize it's a lot of y'all I had to stop hanging out and associating with. And even then, it's like, okay, in trying to get an understanding or trying to do business or whatever the case may be, I have to also realize that we're never always going to be seeing eye to eye. Sometimes I have to put my pride to the side sometimes, because I had to realize that every man, and every man's definition of a man is not the same as mine. So I learned that I can rock alone until I find a good tribe of brothers that we have the same sentiments. But I can do business with any man. But I'm going to say, I'm going to make it known that I don't respect anybody or any man that is coming out the side of their neck talking about this man in a negative light. I don't care if you don't like what he has. If you a man, I can understand the women feeling some type of way, because that's women. That's the lady. I get it. Women don't want to hear this, don't want to hear it, but sometimes they don't want to hear nothing that's constructive, criticizing them, ever. And a lot of that is because nobody ever put respect on them, period. And a lot of it they already know. They already know that they could be better moms or better this or better that. They already know that. They already know. That's why when women hear that they beautiful 80,000 times, they already know that. Or they know that you lying, and you'll say and do anything to get in between. So, but as men, we should be able to take constructive criticism. Like, that's why with me, right? I had to, even for my own self, I had sometimes, even when I know I'm right, I shut up. Because whoever is in a position of power or authority or whatever the case may be, they gonna always have the upper hand. So as men, we have to learn that we're not gonna always be the ones right. We're not gonna always be right. Things are not gonna always be in and of our favor. So y'all didn't like him or Kevin or whatever because he told y'all and showed y'all what a high value man is. And it goes both ways. A lot of us are not going to be high value men. A lot of us aren't going to see 100,000 a year, 75, 100,000, 200,000, 500,000. A lot of us ain't going to see $1 million per year. And you have to be okay with that as a hard-working man. But that don't make you, your dollar amount don't make you less of a man. And you have to go out here and find a woman who appreciates you just who you are. And you, let me be clear, it is a gamble out here. We got to learn that we got to stop being so offended out here in these streets. We got to stop being so offended when we deal with women and when we deal with who we deal with, because it ain't going to always be right. It ain't going to always be fair. It ain't going to always be whatever it's going to be. And at the end of the day, the way society set up, it's going to always be in favor of the woman. Because you know why? When it comes to a man, because it's obvious that the man did something, or the man didn't, you didn't command that respect. I see that all the time. I was like, perfect example. I knew a guy who was married, right? Beautiful wife, kids, the whole nine. But he didn't have respect of that woman. And so what did she do? She royally respected him. So my thing is this, a lot of us have the respect of a woman and don't know we have it. Everything could be going smooth. But in our heads, we begin to think, oh man, we concerned that, oh man, this guy got some more money than me. And we forget, okay, I got this one. I can go get another one if I got her. But a lot of us don't have self-esteem because we took everything that Mama said as an offense. We took it all to heart. We let it boil and simmer instead of just pulling it in and letting it go. You feel me? So what Kevin is doing, he's trying to re-establish that, hey, if you want this, if you want people to respect you, if you want men to respect you, if you want women to respect you, then go out here and be a man. And sometimes being a man, you're gonna have to make hard choices. Sometimes you're gonna have to make, you're gonna be disrespected. Either you're gonna get some give back, or you're gonna stand up for yourself, or you're gonna have to make your pride take a back seat. You're gonna have to let your ego and put your ego and pride to the side and make a calculated risk for the long-term reward. Now, I'm not saying sell your soul or get violated or nothing like that. I am saying that sometimes you're going to have to let people win battles while you win the war. Sometimes you ain't going to win that argument at church, or at school, or at work, or whatever the case may be. You're going to have to, you know what I'm saying? You're going to have to put your pride to the side and play the long game. Let the people think of you whatever they're going to think of you. Stop talking so much. Be a little bit mysterious. Stop telling everybody. Because see, you might not think, cause like I used to think, man, if I was mysterious, people want to know if you mysterious, right? They want to know what's going on with you. But really, they don't want to know what's going on with you, because if they did, if they did, then they know everything about you to use against you. So sometimes it's okay to be quiet, be a little bit mysterious. Change your program up. If you've been telling everything or you've been saying everything, be quiet. Throw them for a loop. Let them make it so they can't never figure you out. You could be talking all one day, and the next day, hush up on them. So, anyway, happy Mama's Day to all the mamas once again. Rest in peace to Kevin Samuels once again. And put some respect on mama. That's all I gotta say, man. It's Big Kills on, man. I'm out. Peace.